William, if the WWE were Avengers, and we're just talking about the MCU, and we're not going to talk about the whole list. We're talking about part one. We're talking about Nick Fury, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk. You have to name 7 present superstars. That would be that. And, of course, you have to choose Loki, the bad guy. Right? Because he was the bad guy. And if you want to do a special cameo Thanos at the end, you can drop him at the end. That's probably going to be fucking Roman Reigns because he doesn't fucking wrestle. All right. So present guys. We don't want to go too far because if we go too far, we start thinking a little too much. So it doesn't matter if they're a heel. If you think they fit this personality good, you think that's it, then we go like that. To start off, let's go with the one that brought them together, Nicholas Fury from the MCU. So we got to do a black actor for him, a black wrestler. Okay. So I know that there's not a lot, and I know the best one that could have been. He's already at AEW, which was Bobby Lashley. I mean, he's more like a Hulk, but
yeah.
Because I'm just talking about like A-lister, because in a way, almost everything that we're gonna choose, it has to be kind of an A-list. So, who would you choose as Nick Fury?
I mean, who recruited Bobby Lashley? MVP.
MVP.
MVP gonna be the one that
he's not on WWE. He's not on WWE right now.
But he had 2 stables. I mean, he had the what was it, the family business, and then the other one.
That was a good one. I like the way you went, but he's not with him, so you have to think harder now.
I mean, I can't think of current ones. I mean,
there's a commentator on NXT who's a 5-time.
I was gonna say Booker T, but I'm like, can I see Booker T as a Nick Fury?
I can. This guy gave you two versions of it. So he gave you Booker T, and then he gave you King Booker. Not Booker, not King Booker T, King Booker. Because I can see him because of the way that Samuel Jackson portrayed him in the MCU. Like he gave you this swag and all that, and because he is the older guy bringing it into everyone, I gotta give it to Booker T for me. There's another 2 other guys and 3 if you want to go that route, which is a New Day.
No, none of them. I feel like none of them could. Maybe Xavier Woods.
He's the one with more swag.
Yeah, I don't see Big E, and I don't see Kofi doing that role.
So I'm going with Booker. I don't know if you agree or disagree with that one.
You mean current wrestlers, right?
Current, what he technically is current with the roster because he is with WWE on NXT as a commentator.
Right.
So technically he is.
Active, you mean? I meant active. You mean active, right?
Active with WWE.
Yeah. Then I mean. Yeah, I think Carmelo Hayes is just too young still to take on that role. Because
the way that he is, the way that he has swag, I'm like, I can see him, but he's too young. He's just too young. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think Booker T would be the ideal one as of right now.
And at the moment, I don't think there's managers. There's not a lot of managers in wrestling right now. I think majority of the people are cutting their own promos, with the exception of Paul Heyman.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to consider them black, but a lot of people do when it counts the Samoans as black people. Even if you do that, I don't see Roman, I don't see Tonga or Solo as and Jacob as a Nick Fury. There maybe Roman, but he's the one that comes close to it.
No, I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I think you nailed it with Booker T. There's nobody else I could put in that place.
Okay. Now let's go with the hardest one or easiest one, depending how you want to do it. I don't know if you want to choose 2 actors or 2 characters. for the Hulk. So I don't know. You want to go with a big guy for Hulk, and then for Bruce Banner, choose someone scrawny, or if you want to just choose one wrestler for both.
I mean, obviously for the actual Hulk, you gotta go with Braun Breaker. There's no other route you could go with Bill. You know, I mean,
with Hulk, you could have gone with Bronson Reed.
no, not at all. No, I mean Bronson Reed could be the thing, you know, but he can't be the Hulk.
The thing. What about Braun Strowman?
I think no, because the Hulk, not only is the Hulk big. I'm not going with Breaker because of size. I'm going because he's big, but he's also agile.
Okay. I see where you're going. I see where you're going now. So, are you just choosing him as the Hulk, or are you also going to allow him to be Bruce Banner?
I mean, I can't. I'm trying to think of a smart, skinny wrestler, but really, there's not that many. If I'm thinking, I mean, really, freaking WWE left the cruiserweight behind and focus more on middle.
I can say for Bruce Banner because he's weak, but he can also be agile, like the Hulk. JD McDonough or Finn Balor. The only thing is that they have accents.
I mean, that don't matter. I mean, freaking Thor is what? British.
So that would be my way. If we choose two guys, I would say JD McDonough or Finn Balor, even Ludwig for Bruce Banner.
I think JD McDonough. I could see JD McDonough more in that role than the other two.
And then of course Braun Breaker as a Hulk.
Yeah, as a Hulk.
And that would make perfect sense because that's true what you're saying. Agility, the spear loose, ruthless, the way that he jumps off the things. I could have also said Jacob Fatu as a Hulk. Because when he hulks up and he's like, when he becomes a werewolf, you're like, shit. So the only difference is that Braun Breaker looks strong. Él se mira fuerte.
Right.
Y este güey se mira gordillo.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's not strong. I'm just saying he looks slobby.
Right.
All right. So we're going to go with Braun and JD then. Then we got to go with, this one's easy. And I know which route you're going, but I don't like that you're going that route, but it's Black Widow. And that one's easy. It's obvious. It's right there.
Oh, Becky Lynch?
Yeah. She's a face. She's not pretty though. She has orange hair. She's agile like her. Other than maybe none, because Liv would be Harley Quinn, so she's part of the DCEU.
I mean, I think Alexa Bliss would be more Harley Quinn than really both, to be honest.
Alexa Bliss for Harley Quinn. For Black.
Yeah, for Harley Quinn, yes.
Yeah, no, Liv is the one. Huh?
Because I was thinking, like, yes, you could do Becky for, but like you said, is she ugly? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think Ashley Green. How did, she's face. Yeah, she don't have the red hair. I don't think she has the red hair.
You can always paint it.
I mean, but there's also, so that sometimes there's Ashley Green who could take on that role, but Becky Lynch just called out. Yeah.
And I was gonna go with Rhea también because she's the more popular one, but it's just that there's just something about her that doesn't fit her. I feel like she's too big. Like in a way, I can see Rhea Ripley being more of a Wonder Woman, even though she's more like para pelear, you know.
Yeah.
So because of the way that she's approached her character, I can't really see that. That's where I'm like, when you said Braun Breaker, I'm like, yeah, technically he is like the Hulk because that fool fucking loses his fuse and he goes off. That's what Jacob Fatu's the same thing. He fucking loses a fuse and he goes off. And Liv Morgan, esta Becky Lynch, she's more of this Cruz Challenge character. So yeah, I knew you were gonna go that direction because I'm like, it's the only one that makes sense in a way. Charlotte Flair can possibly be it too, because she is the queen.
I mean, yeah.
But the orange hair, Becky Lynch it is. Now we have 4 more roles to put in before we call our WWE Avengers. And I know that people are gonna choose this one for Captain America, and there's no other option to if you think about it, unless you count him that he's coming back from retirement. But it's gonna be a 2-way tie between those two. It's Cody Rhodes or John Cena.
I mean, really, who had? I mean, I don't even think it would be John Cena, to be honest.
He's active, old.
No. But even when he wasn't during his time with WWE, I don't think he'd be the Captain America.
Why not? He's respect, loyalty, and
yeah, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you weren't always that. You were, a thug when you first started with WWE. You know,
Steve Rogers was doing thug stuff. He signed up for the military when he wasn't supposed to. He was too small.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And then he always did this. And what is it that Captain America always does? He never gives up. I got all day. Never give up. Hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Who has the colors already on them?
On a tattoo that's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
They're both active, but I'll give it to Cody because he is younger while this was on his last run.
Yeah.
So
he's using the colors too. That's why I said, like, you basically made yourself that character.
Yes. So, because I could have gone with Cody, only because he is blonde, también se lo di a él, because I could have gone for Cody, Iron Man, Tony Stark. Because he's an asshole. Both are assholes. Cody and him are. You cannot tell me that Cody's a good guy. That was an asshole.
I mean, yes, you're right, but
cuts his promos. He's an asshole.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah.
The thing is that if you remove Cody from Captain America, who would you choose as Captain America if Cody was a go-to?
And that's the thing. You really can't.
You can't. I don't think there's the American Nightmare, ¿verdad? También, like, there's nothing así que digas, oh, este güey es el americano. Like, this represents United States of America. So I have to leave Cody there, even though I do believe he's more Tony Stark. And Tony Stark, I have one in mind.
I got one that you might not expect. He's not as big, as for that role, but he has that cocky misdemeanor, LA Knight.
Oh, shit. I forgot about him.
LA Knight has the perfect, yeah, I could get anyone I want. I got the money. I got this,
Yeah. Because I was going the Seth Rollins route. Because he's flashy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the way he dresses, yeah, I guess.
But the way that LA Knight carries himself, he's more closer to Tony Stark. Because of the way that he can, he doesn't give a shit if Roman has his group. He doesn't give a shit that Jacob is with Tonga. And he's been doing pretty good on wrestling también. So I can see this fool as him. I can't see him as Captain America, but I could definitely see him as Iron Man. I can definitely see him as Iron Man. Because it's just that the way the MCU is with him. So yeah, I'll give him LA Knight. I will give him LA Knight. Fuck it. I'm not gonna choose Seth because I don't like Seth. I don't know. What do you think? You think between Seth and him as Tony Stark?
No, I mean, Seth, I had him for a different role, not for Iron Man. I had him for a total different role than that, But yeah,
I know what role you're going to, because that was my first go-to. But I'm gonna save it because I know you're not choosing him for the next two, right? So Hawkeye, okay, Hawkeye. We gotta remember, Hawkeye is all about family. He's agile, and he's technically the new one, but he is a badass. So I kind of described CM Punk.
I had CM Punk for him. I mean, I guess he has the same morals and beliefs. Yeah, because obviously when it came down to CM Punk, he's very fucking cocky. Something Hawkeye is not, and is but he does have the same morals with the whole family and the bracelet and all that BS, you know. But
That's, I was thinking of CM Punk definitely fits Deadpool or Wolverine, but they're not in the
right,
Avengers. We're doing part
right.
one because after this we might do part two and part three, right? So to the other characters that are missing. So for Hawkeye, in reality, it wasn't CM Punk. I just wanted to put him there. The guy who I have for CM Punk is Shorty G, Chad Gable.
For Hawkeye,
Yes, pre villain or pre
he was a
when
fake.
he was a good guy. When he was a good guy in Alpha Academy. Are you gonna tell me that's not Hawkeye?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that could easily be Hawkeye. Yeah.
Always motivating, always doing shit that you're not expecting. Especially like for instance in Avengers 2, he's like nothing makes sense. I have a bow and arrow and I'm fighting robots. Like this was fucking lifting Braun Strowman doing a suplex that you're like, how? How the hell did you turn around and then fucking suplex the fuck out of him?
Right.
How?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was my original choice when he was a good guy, not when he's a bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, the only other option you could have gone was, back to John Cena.
No, no. Yeah. I know who John Cena is. John Cena is Thanos because he never put anyone over. All right, and here comes. Oh, there's two more. We have to choose the villain, Loki. Thor, and Thor is a tie. It's a tie for me between two guys.
No, see, Thor. That's where I have CM Punk. With
Mm,
but the long hair CM Punk, not the current CM Punk. The CM Punk that was very cocky, very villainized to begin with. Very heel. But that's where I have him for Thor.
ooh, I see what you mean. It's just that Thor is beautiful and Thor is big. Now I'm not saying Gunther is beautiful, but he's fucking big, and
He's big, but he ain't no Thor.
he's ring general. He has the accent. He's big. He's powerful. So I knew you were gonna go like that. So I had to choose the one and only, the one from Scotland, the one who
Drew?
built in Vikings, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's fair. That's actually a really good one. Yeah, yeah, that's a really good one.
And then when he comes out with his sword and shit, it's not a hammer, but it's a sword. So I'm like, you're close to it. He's from Viking mythology. All right, so what's it called? We got all our Avengers locked and set. Are you agreeing with Seth? I mean, with Drew as Thor.
Oh yeah, Drew is a lock. That's a lock automatically.
Okay, so it's a lock automatically. Boom, and we're saying lock for Captain America, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
All right, boom. Booker T locked for Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the one that we kind of don't agree, but it's kind of a locked, even though we don't like it, is Becky Lynch for Black Widow.
I mean, there's nobody else.
There's nobody else. Boom. And then we said Chad Gable for Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's locked. We have freaking who was the one for Tony Stark? LA Knight, which is like, but it's still because we don't like. Because I know where you're going with Seth now. We landed in the same spot.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so he's locked. And then of course we said for Hulk, just Hulk alone, Braun Breaker, while JD McDonald being the scientist, Bruce Banner, both locked. Then of course that leads where with Loki.
Okay, yeah.
Seth
I
Rollins.
mean, we both have him there, I guess. Automatic lock.
It's just the way that he's so goofy when he's like fucking dancing and doing his stupid shit.
Right.
And he's also like a warrior, which Loki has shown sometimes. But when he's playing a villain, he also betrays a lot of people with the word of mouth. Like when he's talking too much and shit like that, and he's annoying. And the way that he controls his powers, that's controlling the people with his which I already fucking do it too because I got into it. It's like the Cody Rhodes song. Como va la da, da, da. And then ¿cómo es? ¿Qué dicen al último? Yeah, ¿o cómo? Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yo, whoa. It's catchy.
I mean, that part is catchy and everything else. Like everybody's like waiting for that part to happen. And like, okay, that's it.
So people are gonna give a shit probably like, oh, you didn't choose John Cena. Remember, people, we went by present, no, what's it called? Active present right now from the WWE. We're gonna do Avengers 2, Avengers 3. We're not gonna go with all those little side characters though. Like we're not gonna choose like Shuri and all them. We're gonna choose just the main players, like Black Panther, Ultron, and stuff like that. I do want to say because there's because the way you told me about Gunther, it looks promising that he is gonna be Thanos, especially if he goes for that 1 year run. If not, it's gonna be Roman Reigns.
No,
And Roman was a heel. You got to remember that. Roman was a heel,
he was.
a dominant
Yeah,
heel.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we're gonna choose more, and I don't know if I'm gonna choose it every weekend, but we'll definitely touch on it. Avengers 1. So right now, it's if the WWE superstars were Avengers 1, and then we'll get into it. And maybe one day we'll do the past. We'll do the ruthless aggression era, and we'll see where Kurt Angle lands.
Okay.
But anyways, William, you have yourself a good night, a good morning, and a good evening.